What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Broker CCG. Today we have a Diarbbitmon Deck Profile. It took quite a long time to get all the pieces. I had some shipping errors, so some of the cards took well over a month to get here, but it's finally finished. So fun deck to play, nothing to top locals or anything, but definitely something you can bring out, have a lot of fun with. But let's get right into it. For the Digi-Egg, I'm going to go ahead and run the BT14 from BT10. It has your turn effect once per turn. When effect suspends a Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for the turn. So I do have some that are pre-revision. Just keep in mind all of these are once per turn. This helps out a lot because when you do get into your Diarbbitmon, there aren't too many effects that give you extra DP, so having the extra DP is going to allow you to swing over your opponent's larger pieces, and that does come in really handy. You can run the Gummimon, which has the effect when you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, get an extra draw. That definitely can get useful to speed up your plays, but I decided to go with the BT14 instead. Now onto the rookies. I'm going to go ahead and run the new Angoramon from RB1. It has on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Angoramon in its text, and 1 Ruli among them to your hand, place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So when it says Angoramon in your text, it either means as the name or even in the effect in the text. So this is going to be able to add pretty much all of your pieces from level 3 all the way up to level 6, since most if not all have Angoramon in its text. So a great searcher, and then also all turns while your opponent has no unsuspended Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP, so making your stack Diarbbitmon much larger to be able to block larger swings. The next one is going to be Angoramon, the promo. It has the inheritable when attacking once per turn. If you have a Ruli in play, gain 1 memory, so really self-explanatory. Gaining extra memory is going to allow you to extend your turn, and also you're going to want to play out your Rulis whenever you do get them, so getting your Ruli out on the field isn't going to be the hardest thing to do, so being able to trigger this effect isn't going to be too hard either. Definitely want to be gaining that extra memory continuing your turn, so definitely recommend running that at 4. Then the next Digimon is going to be Angoramon from BT10. It has the effect your turn once per turn. When you play a green tamer, draw 1, and in your turn once per turn, when effects suspend, an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, draw 1. So similar to a Gummimon effect. Again, if you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon with the Diarbbitmon effect or one of your Lamortmons, you're going to be able to get that extra draw. So definitely a good card to see, and when you do play out your Rulis or your Mimis, you're going to get that extra draw as well. Then the final Angoramon that we run is the blocker from BT13, so being able to throw one of these out in case you need a blocker on the field is very useful, and then also the effect all turns. While your opponent has no unsuspended Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP, so as explained before, getting extra DP is definitely going to come in handy when you're trying to either block large stacks or attack into large stacks. Onto the level 4s. I go ahead and run 4 of the Simba Angoramon from RB1. It has the effect 1 Digivolving. If you don't have a Ruli, you may play 1 Ruli from your hand without paying the cost, so being able to cheat out one of those tamers for free, definitely useful. And also the all turns, while your opponent has no unsuspended Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP, so similar to the Angoramon as described before, swinging into your opponent's large stacks or blocking their large stacks, definitely useful. The next Simba Angoramon is going to be from BT10. It has the inheritable when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, gain 1 memory. So your Diarbbitmon does suspend your opponent's Digimon on Digivolving and when attacking. So unfortunately this only is going to proc off once, but this does proc off if you Digivolve into your Diarbbitmon. Being able to gain back more memory, either continuing your turn or choking your opponent's memory. Then the final level 4 is going to be the Simba Angoramon from BT13. It has jamming, and then also the all turns. While your opponent has no unsuspended Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. So I mentioned that there aren't too many Digimon that give 1000 DP. I was completely wrong. There are a lot more than I remember. But again, as mentioned before, getting the extra 1000 DP is definitely going to help. And also having jamming is going to allow you to swing early on, pretty much poking, getting the extra early damage in. Onto the level 5s, I run 4 of the LUKREMBOs from RB1. When digivolving, this Digimon gains piercing for the turn. Then if a Digimon card with Engormon in its name is in this Digimon's Digivolution card, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So all of your Digimon, if this is Digivolved on top of anything that you have out on the field, all of them have Engormon in their text, so you are going to be able to suspend one of their Digimon, and then also gaining piercing, you can go ahead and swing with this, or Digivolve into your Diarbbitmon, and then your Diarbbitmon is going to proc off its end of turn attack to pretty much swing and gain piercing. So definitely a great card to run. And then also the Inheritable, your turn once per turn, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So as mentioned, you can Digivolve into this, then Digivolve into your Diarbbitmon. Passing it over, your Diarbbitmon is going to go ahead and swing, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. So you're going to be able to trash one card from the security, and then also check one security with the piercing. Then the next level 5 is going to be LUKREMBO from BT14. It has the hand main effect. If you have a Ruli, by placing one Symbiotic Engormon from your hand as one of your Engormon's bottom Digivolution cards, that Digimon digivolves into this card for a Digivolution cost of 3. So warp digivolving and ignoring its Digivolution requirements. And then also your turn once per turn, same as the other one, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So trashing your opponent's security stack is always going to be useful because sometimes there are some effects that could delete your stack, which will really set you back, or you might swing into a very, very large level 7 Digimon, or even some level 6. That's also going to delete your stack. So being able to trash as many cards as you can is always going to come in handy. Now on to the level 6. I run 4 of the Diarbbitmons from RB1. It has blocker, and then when digivolving and when attacking, this is not once per turn. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if your opponent has no unsuspended Digimon, gain 1 memory. Then end of your turn, one of your Digimon with Engormon in its text may attack an opponent's Digimon. So because it has Engormon in its text, this can apply to itself. So even if you digivolve into this, your turn passes, you can go ahead and swing, and if they have no unsuspended Digimon, you're going to gain an extra memory. Sometimes that will continue your turn, and then if you have a Ruli that unsuspends this, you can sometimes swing again. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do with your Ruli and this Diarbbitmon. As mentioned before, this is a really, really fun deck to pilot. Then the only other level 6 that we run is going to be Diarbbitmon. The promo, when digivolving, suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon, and then all turns, once per turn, when one of your Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives. If Engormon is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, unsuspend one of your Digimon. So all of your level 3 are Engormon, so that second effect is always going to proc off to unsuspend one of your Digimon. And ideally you have one of your other Diarbbitmon out, but if you have this one, you can go ahead and swing into something, unsuspend, swing into something else. So definitely a great secondary mega to go into, but you definitely want to be seeing the other Diarbbitmon first. Then going into the Tamers, we run 4 Rulis from RB1. It has your turn when one of your Digimon digivolves into a green card with Beast, Animal, or Sovereign, other than Sea Animal and one of its traits. By suspending this Tamer, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. So do keep in mind, some of your Digimon are not just Beast. They have either Beast Knight or something else, so that will not reduce the Digivolution cost for those cards specifically, like the Symbiotic Engormon or going into your Diarbbitmon. But going into your LUKREMBO, you're going to be able to suspend this and reduce the cost by 1. Let me know if that is incorrect, but I believe it doesn't say Beast in its name, it just says Beast in one of its traits. So yeah, just let me know in the comments down below if that's incorrect, but for now that's how I'm playing the card. But this card is mostly played for its end of your turn, once per turn effect. You may unsuspend one of your Digimon with Engormon in its text. So pretty much if you digivolve into one of your Diarbbitmon and it's unsuspended, or even if it's not unsuspended, if you digivolve into your Diarbbitmon, you swing with it due to its end of turn effect, you're able to unsuspend it so that it is unsuspended during your opponent's turn to be used to block your opponent's stack. So that's why we run this F4. You definitely want to be seeing it, definitely want to be at least playing one out. Now onto the next Ruli. It's going to be the promo Ruli. It has the effect your turn when you attack with a Digimon that has Engoromon and its Digivolution cards. You may suspend this tamer to have that Digimon get 3000 DP for the turn. So sometimes it is a little harder swinging over your opponent's level 6s or sometimes level 7s. So getting that extra 3000 DP pretty much guarantees that you can swing over them. So that's the only reason we run this. You definitely can't drop this completely or drop this to 1, but I like having the 2 because it allows me to see it almost every game. And then finally, I run 2 of Mimi because it's the best green tamer that you can have. It's a memory setter and also main if you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon in play. You can suspend this tamer to hatch 1 Digigag card to an empty space in your breeding area, or move 1 level 3 or higher Digimon from your breeding area to your battle area. So just really solid card. This can be splashed into any of your green decks. And then finally, I run 3 green memory boosts. Main, reveal top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 green Digimon card among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, then place this card in your battle area, and then the main delay, gain 2 memory. So this can be swapped out for the training cards. I just don't have more copies of the training cards, so this can be either or. I do like this, I do like the memory boost because you search top 4, able to find a specific Digimon that you want to go into, or finding the specific Diarbbitmon that you want to find. But anyways, that's why I run it at 3. Definitely want more searching. Then finally, it's a green deck, so I run Hidden Potential Discovered. Not much to say about it. Being able to go into your large level 6 for free is always useful. You can run some level 7s like Quartzmon. Again, it's definitely going to help out this deck. I just didn't really have too much of the space, but let me know what I should add or change. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.